Hey, hello, my people, my family and friends, my loved ones, my everybody. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm back here again. Yeah, as you already know, um, when we are here for the most part, is for you know an agenda to help move Ghana forward, where Ghana rightfully belongs. Yeah, we think Ghanaians and Ghana as a country deserve better. So most of the time when we are here on the internet, that's the agenda we are here to push. And we think when it comes to Ghana, the politicians that we have, especially the NDC and the MPP politicians, they've not done enough to move Ghana forward where Ghana rightfully belongs. When I talk of where Ghana rightfully belongs, I think Ghana had her independence 6 March of 1957. So we have contemporaries, right? We can compare ourselves to Singapore. Singapore had her independence 9th August 1965. Singapore. Yeah, Singapore had their independence. They had their independence 9th August 1965. Ghana, we had independence in 1957. And Malaysia had independence 31st August 1957. How does Ghana compare to Singapore and Malaysia? How does Ghana compare to Singapore and Malaysia? Politicians in Ghana should be ashamed of themselves. Listen, when we are here, it's not like we are not here hating on anybody or, just throwing words in the air. About 3 days ago, teachers in Ghana are on strike. Newly posted teachers are on strike. All because they've been posted for 10 months with no salaries. They've been posted for 10 good months with no salaries. So some of us, when we are calling for patriotic Ghanaians, right-thinking Ghanaians, people who love Ghana, Ghanaians who love Ghana and want to see Ghana develop, join the base and quit the NDC and the MPP politics, it's not like we're just talking. You living in America, living in Europe, living in Japan, wherever you're living at, can you live without your salary for even a month? Can you live without your salary for even a month? Ghana now, newly posted teachers have been posted for 10 solid months with no salary. And how do you expect them to survive? And this is not a question of NDC or NPP. It happens. It's become perennial. It's become perennial in both NDC and MPP governments. So these are some of the reasons that we need to kick the NDC and the MPP out of the corridors of power, because they have shown us what they are capable of doing. Mediocrity. That is what they are capable of. Mediocre achievements. And like the saying goes, one good turn deserves another, right? One good turn deserves another. The NDC party and the MPP party, they have shown us that they don't have any good turn. They don't have any good turns. If they are turning well, then we can push them. Like in the Akan proverb that goes like, he who climbs a good tree deserves a push. He who climbs a good tree deserves a push. For almost 40 years that the NDC and the MPP, have ruled Ghana, they are not climbing any good tree. They don't deserve any push. The earlier we kick these guys out of the corridors of power, the better. And I think sometimes, sometimes when it comes to political conversations, sharing ideas, what I gather from some of my friends, I wouldn't say living outside of Ghana, but some of my friends I have political conversations with. I think sometimes we get too parochial. I mean, too narrow-minded in our reasoning. Like, for example, yesterday I was having a conversation with, a Ghanaian lady friend at work, and, the conversation really got heated, but I don't really care because, I mean, I was saying like it is. I mean, it got to like we were discussing this protest, the strike that the teachers are on, for the reason why they are not, in the classroom. And you know what she said? She was like, are you in Ghana? How is this affecting you? And I'm like, no, that is not the point. It's not a question of how it is affecting me. It's the question is, how is it affecting the country? How is the protest of the teachers, how is it affecting the country? And we also spoke about the no bed syndrome. The no bed syndrome. Like yesterday, for example, I was almost in tears. When, one of the radio presenters said his uncle needed to be transferred from somewhere in the eastern region to Accra, one of the hospitals. And unfortunately, they didn't have a bed. They did not have a bed at the referral hospital. And I'm like, I was discussing with her. How does she feel about that? And it's like, oh, am I in Ghana? This does not affect me. So, and one thing that she said was, oh, Ghana, can I compare the age of Ghana to America? And I'm like, no, that is not the point. That is not the point. And that kind of mindset, that kind of mindset of America being old and Ghana being young, fine, I understand that development takes time, but the wheel is already invented. There is no need reinventing the wheel. How about comparing Ghana to Malaysia or Singapore? How about comparing Ghana to Malaysia or Singapore? Do we have a no bed syndrome at the hospitals in Singapore and Malaysia? No. Malaysia and Singapore are way developed than Ghana. So I told her, well, if she is telling me that I'm not in Ghana and that the no bed syndrome does not affect me, then I'm like, well, she should wait till she gets to Ghana and that affects her. Then she will know how it feels like. So I think we have become so selfish, and like, we've become so selfish. We are not empathetic enough. We don't empathize with one another. Because if this person I was having this conversation with empathizes with other people's situation, I don't think she will say what she said. I hope she will watch this video and give us her side of the conversation. The fact that I'm not suffering doesn't mean my neighbor should suffer. The fact that my family member is not on the hospital bed doesn't mean my neighbor should be in need of a hospital bed and not have it. If we think like this, how can Ghana move forward? So my economic migrants, we shouldn't be too confident. We shouldn't be too comfortable, in living in, excuse me to say, other countries, and like think like, oh, to hell with Ghana. That is not cool. That is not cool at all. That is not cool. So those who think Ghana is not old enough, Ghana is not old like America, so Ghana will take time to develop. No, I don't agree with that. I think that is a warped mindset. That's a warped way of reasoning. Because like I said, Malaysia and Singapore, Ghana is older than Malaysia and Singapore. How about UAE, the United Arab Emirates, where we have Dubai being one of the Emirates? Do you know when UAE had their independence? 1971, December 2nd, 1971. And look at Dubai. Dubai is one of the Emirates. Dubai can be compared to the Ashanti region. What does Dubai have that the Ashanti region does not have? Before Dubai, there was the Ashanti region. So why is it that the attention that Dubai attracts, the Ashanti region doesn't attract the same attention? It's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. Ghanaians, let's wake up. Ghana deserves better. We shouldn't let these politicians let us feel like they are the only ones who deserve what is good. No, I've been saying this. The politicians, they know what is good. They know what is good. That is why they live in plush areas. Where the politicians live, the roads are tarred and all of that. When they fall sick, they fly back to the state. They go to Europe for medical attention. When they travel outside of Ghana, why can't they bring the same ideas, what they see in other people's country? Why can't they come and implement the beauty that they see in other people's country, the technology, the systems that is being implemented in other people's country? Why can't they implement same in Ghana? So I mean, my friends, my brothers, my family members, my whoever is watching, please, the NDC and the MPP, they have failed us. They have failed us, and we cannot blame anybody. We cannot blame other country. We cannot blame any white person for Ghana being where Ghana is. We cannot blame slavery. Our own people have failed us. When we have politicians stealing monies meant for construction of roads, monies meant for construction of schools. When these politicians are stealing these monies, how can we blame slavery? How can we blame white people? That white people are the cause of our underdevelopment. How can we blame our underdevelopment on age? That Ghana is not old enough. Ghana is not old enough. We are building story buildings. We have look at how our ministers live. Look at the kind of vehicles our ministers drive. Why don't they say that Ghana is not developed enough, so we cannot drive this kind of car, we cannot live in this kind of building? Why? Have you asked yourself that question? And we are still having teachers going on strike, teachers going on protest. It's become perennial, and we want to say that it's okay. Ghana, as for Ghana, there's only NDC and MPP. No, that is a warped mindset. It's a warped mentality. So we have to desist from that. We all need to join the base. Ghanaians, let's join the base. If you love Ghana, you will join the base, because NDC and MPP, they've proven to us they have nothing different to offer. They've shown to us for almost 40 years. If they really want to build Ghana, they would have built Ghana by now. If they really want to build Ghana, we would do away with the Parliament House. Because like I've been saying, the parliamentarians, they are a drain. They have no use. And I can debate each one of them on this subject. They have no use. The Parliament House is of no use. Ghana does not need any new laws. And the old laws, how are they even enforcing the old laws? If we need new laws, we can use our district chief executives or professional bodies to debate that kind of law. Whatever law that we need professional bodies to debate them, not Parliament House. Parliament House is useless. It is. It's a drain. It's a drain. So, yeah, this is what I want to share with you right now. And what I would like to end with is, it is so pathetic how, some people have made education right now, in the sense that, it's a shame. I saw this one in Kwadwo Safwa on the internet, on the TV, whatever, defending what Dr. Baumia said. Dr. Baumia has not even come out to defend himself, that when he said that the Pualugu Dam has been constructed, he has not come out to deny it. And this Kwadwo Safwa wants us to believe that Dr. Baumia didn't mean that it was done, and that they are in the process of doing it. If they are in the process of doing constructing the Pualugu Dam, where? To what extent have they constructed the Pualugu Dam? There's not even a block. There is not even one block of cement at the site where they are saying the dam is being, the irrigation dam is being constructed. I mean, what do these people take us for? They think we are fools. I mean, this man said it on live TV, on live radio. On live radio. Some of us watch him on YouTube. That the signature project that the MPP has done is the Pualugu Dam. Said it. The Kwajon Safwa, whoever that person is, he should translate what Dr. Baumia said into English. He should translate it. How does that come out? I mean, what does this politician, what does this MPP people, what do they take us for? Like we are fools? We are not. Ghanaians, the time for us to rise up is now. Seriously, 2028, you all need to join the base. If you want to see Ghana prosper, if you love Ghana, you are patriotic enough, you love Ghana, you want to see Ghana prosper, you need to quit NDC and MPP and join the base. Because we cannot continue to deal with teachers going on strike, doctors going on strike, health workers, no bed in the hospitals. Come on. I mean, we cannot grow tomatoes. Charlie, but well, yeah, so I'll end there. Whoever watched me, thank you. Thank you all those who are watching me. And please leave your comments in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. And my advice to all of you watching me, especially those of you in Ghana, please take good care of yourselves. Take good care of your health. I don't want to hear anybody falling sick and hearing that they went to the hospital and there wasn't any bed at the hospital. Please, take good care of yourselves. Be mindful of what you put in your bodies. It's very important. Be mindful of what you put in your body. Be mindful of what you eat, mindful of what you drink, what you listen to, what you smell, what you are smoking. Be mindful of all of that. Well, smoking is not good for you anyway. So, if you are smoking, just quit it. So be mindful of what you are eating. Like they say, health is wealth, right? If you are healthy, you are wealthy. If you are healthy, you are healthy. If you are healthy, you are wealthy. If you are healthy, you are wealthy. So be mindful of what you put in your body. I will end here, and like I always say, if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. And what? Peace and love to you. You bring the other half to make it full. Okay? Love you and God bless you. The base, Ghana first. The base, job for the youth. The base, power, power, power. Bye.